So, yeah. Well, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you? Good to hear your
Uh,
voice.
Good to hear you too. Lance,
Yes, I'm here.
I'm just, I don't think I'm turning into a nice person.
Well, let me just say, I have a new term that I coined the other night on the show. And in this
What?
world, you need to be righteously not nice because this world is becoming a pit of jealousy, envy, frustration. And most of the mindsets of the people are instead of looking within themselves to improve their situations, they see you rise from the ashes or living a wonderful life, and you are living a wonderful life, and you must defend that. You're not there to give away all of your life force. And if you have to sometimes be not nice on a higher standard level than before, then so be it. Because your peace of mind is paramount over anything else. You have to pay yourself first. You don't get paid and pay everybody else's light bill on the block and you sit in darkness. Them people don't care about you. Once you learn self-love, which if you think in the mindset of people who you've enabled before, I'm not saying you're an enabler, but they're not going to like it because the free ride is over. And when you got a clean house and enjoy all your resources, then you're going to have a problem. So continue not being nice. I think you're nice. I've known you all these years. You know, we've had our disagreements sometime, but we're still here. I still love you. There's not a day that goes by where I don't think about you. 2 songs. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. And the other one, for some reason, Jay-Z, Not Guilty, right? It has nothing to do with the words, but one day we were in Queens driving around and they were mixing that song and do that when I hear that song, I think of you. I'm gonna tell you why we're alive.
Aw.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
listen. I appreciate the road you have just traveled, via my initial statement. I don't think I'm becoming a nice person, or I'm losing my niceness, is what I'm saying.
Growth.
And you are on the boulevard, and I'm on the avenue of, I'm mad at that old stupid bloke missed it, and Donald Trump is still alive.
Well,
So
there's so many
you
people
just
who will
went
say,
left.
say it again?
I said you just went left. Although you had no
No,
idea what I was talking about, but
right.
I
I had
guess
no
that was
idea.
something that was pressing on you.
Right. I thought it was more direct personal thing. But look, we have been under the overall system of white supremacy, and we don't know when it's going to rear its ugly head. We don't know who's who when it comes to politics. And people
But you
say,
know
well,
what?
Donald Trump's not
Listen,
a politician. Yeah.
but my thing is, I'm seeing major Trump haters, talking about, this should never happen, and they, some sort of
Understood.
compassion for
Right.
Trump. I have no
Right.
compassion for that man. I don't. And let me tell you something. In 2017, my dad, he used to write songs. And
Right.
I remember being like 9, 10 years old, and he had my sister type them all out on a typewriter.
Right.
And, he had the dates and the times that he had written these songs, right? And so we're talking about in the 70s, right? That
Right.
he created this manuscript
Mm-hmm.
or started.
Right.
So one day in 2017, I was looking for something, but I came across his manuscript binder. So I
Right.
thought, well, let me look through these songs, because he played the guitar, and
Mm-hmm.
we would sing his songs. Like, my favorite is "My Name is Wimpy the Whale, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no tail. Some fish in the deep blue sea, they try to swim like me. And they fail, 'cause my name is Wimpy the Whale. Anyway, so I think I was looking for that particular song, right?
Right.
And so I'm flipping through his manuscript. I see in the early 80s, he wrote a song titled Donald Trump.
Uh-oh.
I said, get the fuck out of here, daddy. I can tell you that the chorus to the song says, he will do anything to make his cash register ring.
Wow.
My daddy said that way back in the early 80s. I'm not lying. If I showed you a copy of it, you can see the paper. You can see
you wouldn't lie
the
about
font
that.
is from a typewriter.
Wow. With the impression of the paper.
So I have no compassion for Donald Trump. I am actually disappointed that he only got grazed in his ear. They didn't even shoot his ear off. Damn. You know. And I just have no compassion, no sympathy for that wicked, evil man whatsoever.
So
because he wants to be he wants to be king of America.
Right.
He's trying to take this country way back to where they deemed the good old days. You know what the good old days was? Black people out in the street and they stop you where your papers at, who you belong to. Pick that cotton, nigga. Look. And so, and you know what? I'm tired of black people demonstrating dignity and self-respect in situations where it's really no room for that.
Tell it.
Like, for instance, when slaves got freed or whatever and shit, you know, one slave made a deal with his master. Hey, can I work for my freedom or whatever? And whatever the case was, it had to give this master. Even after they freed the slave, he's so dignified, righteous, and honest that he gonna go back and finish paying the master for his freedom that he already got at that point.
Right.
You know, it's shit like that pisses me off. Like in Roots, had this mean old master whipping niggas left and right, just doing all the most atrocious barbarian shit to slaves, and at this point in Roots, the next generation, they were free. You know, heading up the Ku Klux Klan to go joy riding and burning down houses and stuff of black people. And so at one point, he done made a black man whip his wife, tied to a tree. You know them whips they had? Made him whip her. Yeah.
What?
Give her 30 lashes across her back. Made her husband do that to his wife. And I can't remember, but something happened. And they had that white man tied to the tree. Do you think these black people whipped him? No, it was more important to go high and be more dignified. And they let that white man go free without one lash. I would have whipped the white skin off of that fucker.
Classic Madamwhipass.
With no problem. You know, I don't get that. And I guess maybe I'm just a vindictive individual.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, because I don't fuck with people.
Right, but I'm gonna
But
tell you
when you
why.
fuck with me, let
Oh
me tell
God.
you something. I'm not letting it go. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
Cardi B. We got beef forever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's something I've been trying to work on. And I'm about to have a birthday in 2 weeks. And guess what? At this point
Mm-hmm.
in time, I ain't working on it no more. I've
Well,
been working on it for a long time and nothing has changed. Fuck it.
no, we'll see, sweetheart. You got to understand that this generation is brainwashed and sedated, and we come from a different era. I got a couple years on you, but the older we both get, we're kind of in the same era, and we've
Yeah,
had
we
different
in the same
experiences and all that.
generation.
Right, right, exactly. So I understand you, and this is the point that they want to erase that fire in us through the social media brainwashing, through the propaganda, through erasing our history so that the young people don't see what was done to us. You think those Falashas, those people that Kanye West had a problem with, are going to forget what happened in Germany? No, they're not. They won't allow it. They're going to push that. But we now, we have to be dignified. We have to be long suffering. We have to follow in the example of our Lord and Savior and turn the other cheek. Listen,
Man,
any animal that you see in nature has a way of defending itself, whether it's long teeth, long claws, the ability to run away fast, the ability to crack a fart like a skunk and stink up the whole place. You don't need to take away the fire that you need to defend yourself, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. I'm still on fire. I may express myself different, but it's going to collectively add up to a knockout. You understand? So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to question yourself because you've seen more. And those from our generation are a big threat to the agenda now, where it's all peace and love and it doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. White privilege and white supremacy doesn't matter. We love all. Open the floodgates, open the door, and let all the mosquitoes come into the window that have malaria. Love the mosquitoes while they bite you and give you a disease that'll kill you. Let them have their way. But then we go after our own. And that's what really pisses me off too. They, the others, are going to do what they do. But what happened to us? This is why for me, I talk about our issues to a point, but I'm talking on a broader scale, not to include or pump out some other agenda, but I'm enjoying my life now. If these Negroes don't get it, then don't get it and stay where you are. If you got
let me
enough
tell
time to
you.
come after your brother and sister, do it. But don't come around me. That's why I'm isolated up on a mountain in another country and loving it. You know what I mean?
You know, they are trying to whitewash us like the Jacksons have whitewashed their own fucking bloodline.
Yep, yep, yep.
It's just
We think it's a
ridiculous.
step up. Mm-hmm.
And I saw a picture of the Jacksons. You got the Jacksons that we know, you know, and it's the grandchildren and the great grandchildren and the great greats. And you look at them, the top row, the original Jacksons, black folks, and you go down, they get lighter, they damn near white now.
That's by design. Look at Muhammad
And the
Ali's
thing
grandson
about
who they're
it
pushing.
is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, anytime they mention Michael Jackson, there's always that footnote. He
Yep.
was accused of child, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But now he has these 3 children, 2 white kids and a little fucking Mexican, right? And, you know, they have the reins of his fortune and his legacy.
That's the point.
And I give you 50 to 75 years from now, they will erase that little footnote of, you know, his allegations and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And he will be known as the greatest white entertainer that ever moonwalked across this earth.
I say the same thing. I said the
They
same
will
thing.
erase every little Jackson 5, every little black Michael Jackson. Any picture of Michael Jackson at that time will be Michael Jackson, the white man.
That's right. That's right. I said that about Muhammad Ali, that 300 years from now, he'll be white in the history books, right? And his grandson is basically that. And they're pushing him in the boxing ring. Muhammad Ali's grandson, he can't really fight, but they're taking the name and they want him to overlap the accomplishments of Muhammad Ali. And they're doing it shrewdly and they accept him. You see what I mean? So this is the game over generations to slowly erase you. They'll erase you with a bullet. And they'll erase you slowly when you have the finances and take that money right on back into their community. We can't have no wealth. We can't be known for anything. They will just yoke it, take it for themselves. And that's the way it is. And when you speak like that, oh no, brother, that's hate speech. We're all human. We have to love each other. But are they loving us? Are they respecting our silver and gold? Are they respecting our legacies that we created? Now, I may have gone up and perform like Michael Jackson. I say we collectively as a people, how has it benefited us? And who are the people in the entertainment industry who are benefiting from that across the board? You know who it is. And this is the way it's supposed to be. Even in the sports world, and I said this last night on my show, all these old white men who can't even walk up the steps with their bad knees, making money from the football players, the basketball players, the boxers, all of that. No matter who you see as a manager who might be black, who ultimately allows this to go by and who's making the most money. It always has to be that way. And people, black folks, are too afraid to take a cut and say, you know what? Let's leave this league. Let's start our own league. We may not make that much money at first, but and there's business to be dealt with where you have the satellite distribution, you know, the venue, legalities. There's a lot that we need in the black community. This is why they push you to be an athlete more so than be a thinker, mover, and shaker in the community. We need more people like that we can start something, you know, on our own. But we're too afraid. It's too convenient when it's handed to us by somebody who doesn't look like us. And many of us feel, well, I'm getting this money now. I'm set, but your people are not. And half the people are not even aware of that too. So you got to deal with the people who think like you and start something at the core, because half the black folks out here are hateful. They don't like to see when you rise. They want to take time away from their own life that's very precious, and they don't realize it, to bring you down. And that's why you're going to have to come find me out here in Ghana. And I got a big behind wall, and I got some things to surprise you, target practice. So come on with it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. I don't deal with it no more. I talk about things that I feel to talk about, but I'm not getting bent out of shape. I'm 61 years old, 20 more years, I'm 81. I'm going to be sitting here getting up on a soapbox and making myself a target for people who don't give a damn about me or themselves or to see the obvious. No. Only those who are like-minded. Certain people with their stupid agendas ain't never getting on the show anymore. Or just to come, oh, I want to be seen. Here's my cash app. I'm going to talk. No. I clean house and I meant it.
Oh, really? People come on your platform and put out their cash app?
They used to.
Oh, well, I'm going to do mine now. You can cash app Madamwhipass on the $. Madamwhipass. Spell it like you say it. MADAMWHIPASS. I got a birthday coming up in 2 weeks. And you know what I want?
Cash app,
I want a Ludwig 6-piece Element Evolution drum set. That's what I want. It's $1,099, 6-piece. Cash app Madamwhipass on the $. MADAMWHIPASS. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. You never knew I did that? That's what a lot of folks are coming on for. They get in trouble and need money, and I get them on and say, hey, you know, and they get a lot of money. Nobody really gives me anything. A little sprinkling here and there, and I don't always champion other people's causes. I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. I mean, for you and for the ones who are tried and true in my circle. But I'm good now. I'm good. And you can always.
Madamwhipass on the $. Madamwhipass on the $.
I'm going to put it on the banner. So you ain't got to worry. It's going to be right there in bright yellow letters with the green little logo. It's the at Madamwhipass. That's right. And I'm gonna put the M uppercase, the W, so they don't mess it up. Madam Whip Ass. You know what I mean? They'll mess it up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, we do that. We keep that reserved for those who are proven. But like I said, for me, I'm righteously not nice anymore. And right now, all that I've given out, I can't do that anymore for the people who are not sincere. And I'm enjoying it. Like I just set up my show for tonight. And I spoke on a show for almost 7 hours yesterday, you know, and it was effortless. And tonight I might do like 3 hours, whatever. It's not until 8
What was
o'clock my
that
time.
video of that creature you sent me? That long thing that had like 1 billion legs. What the fuck?
Oh, I think that was an AI thing, but they said it was like a prehistoric type millipede thing, but it's supposed to be like really big. But I see them out here in Africa, but they're only like about maybe a foot long or 8 inches long. I couldn't believe when I saw it out here, but yeah. But it's not as big as it makes it seem like 8 feet on there, whatever. But there are things I see out here that are really like different. They're insects that I see that I've never seen before. My friend Angelo is deeply into nature and wildlife and stuff. So I can get close to something and photograph something and send it to him. He just automatically tells me. So I'm getting into all of that also. The nature, the tranquility. You know, when I wake up, like I did that 7-hour show, I woke up from about 8 o'clock and I said, you know what? Let me lay down some more. Guess what? It's 11:17. I set up my show for later. I'm still in the bed. I might take a walk later, go to the store, come back, lay down a bit, and do the show. Why not? I got the guys down there working. I'm gonna show you the ceilings. The kitchen ceiling is finished. It looks fabulous. It looks fabulous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what it is, man. Live life and enjoy it and relax and don't hold back. Don't ever let me hear Madamwhipass say, well, I think I'm getting that. No, be who you are. You got people who are playing in each other's buttholes and proud of it. You ain't doing that. You are who you are. You represent generations passed down the baton. Look, I'm not saying you're disgracing your father and your mother, but you dare not disgrace your father and your mother, especially your mother who holds a historic value in the business world in New York City. Could you imagine as a woman and as a black woman what she had to go through?
In 1955.
Tell her.
And she was 26 years old.
That's awesome.
When she did that. 26 in 1955, a black woman.
You come from a strong lineage. How could you question yourself right now? I'm not saying you are, but you said it. Look at your name. You ain't Madam Kiss Ass. You Madamwhipass. Whip. Back that whip. That's right. Ain't no Madam Kiss Ass. You ain't gonna lose it at this age. I'm gonna make sure of that. Now I know we have both gotten a little older and we pick our shots and we're not out there as much. I mean, I one show a day, maybe a video or an article or something, whatever. I'm good and I'm regenerating because I used to kill myself with this stuff. Nah, I ain't doing it no more. I used to make shows for other people, stay up late fighting to sleep. They're busy talking about you. You know what I mean? I can't do that. Now's the time to coast. Instead of rushing on a trip interstate, let's enjoy the scenery. If we need to stop 15 times to go to the rest stop and grab a bite to eat, I'm enjoying every moment of my life, and I'm isolated from the bullshit. Unless it's a spiritual attack with the hocus pocus and the hoodoo, that's the only one that can try to reach me, and I'm too strong for that. I know what that's all about. But people and the currency, the vibration they carry, you ain't gonna Trojan horse me. Because bottom line, if I haven't known you for a while, I don't want to know you. And if I do sense something, because there will be new good people that come into your life, they have to understand that they'll be vetted. And I like it this way. I like it this way. Because half the time I did the show last night, I was on my back. Yeah, tell me.
Don't forget the vet. Don't forget the vet. But at this particular point in time, I must go now.
Oh, man.
Got things to do.
Madamwhipass moment.
Places to go. People to see.
That's right. And asses to whip.
People to cuss out.
So
gotta go. Catch you later.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart.
Yes, sir.
This will be up in
All
the
right.
queue. All right. Much love.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Lancescurv.com. Bold, raw, and uncut.
So, my friend, take it for what it's worth. Your heaven and your hell is right here on this earth.